It's December. And we're back into race cars. And sadly, it's taken to day 16 before you get your first Carrera digital 132 scale slot car. And I'll just get it into a better position so everybody can have a squiz at it. This car, I'd have to check, but it must have come out around 2010. It's had more hits and crashes than what you see on Harry's channel, but they really build these cars to last some serious punishment. Now you're going to notice straight away, tyres look different. A couple of reasons for. Number one, that is the original front tyres, or I should say what's left of them. A lot of people who've got Carrera cars know about the whole tyres melting scenario. I've done a good short on a Carrera truck that all 6 tyres melted on that thing. Before I get into more details of the mods I've done to this car, I'll just do a quick shout out for tonight. How'd you pronounce that, Kaz?
Carrera's Carrera.
Carrera's Carrera. Me, I would just say it's Joe and Jen. They've got a Carrera digital channel. On Monday night, they do a live race night, what it's called Ripple and Two Wolves. Go suss them out. Joe does a lot of tech stuff on, of course, Carrera Digital about, installing chips, what his thoughts on the Smart Race app, firmware, software, whatever you want to call it, to do with, and the usual dramas that you have with Carrera Digital. And some of the pet peeves he's got is exactly the same as what I have. And hopefully one day they'll change it. So let's get back onto this little bad boy. It is a Carrera AMG. Sorry, get it right. A Carrera Mercedes AMG GT3. Or to us, this is Mule 1. And this car is Mule 2. And pretty much that's what started our whole channel, was these cars, which I'll explain a lot later. But I want to just talk about what mods we've done to this car. So, as I said, it's Carrera Digital, so it's come with the chip. You'll notice straight away we've done the old famous Franken slot guide on the front. They're great not only for 124s, but also for 132s. Still got the original motor in this bad boy. It's fully magnetised, that's why it's got the lap records for most of the track layouts we've ever had. I've put MJK tyres on the rear. Because the fronts did a meltdown, I just picked up some, I wouldn't say dodgy, but just aftermarket tyres that you can get from AliExpress. At a nice cheap price. Doesn't have any fancy writing, unfortunately. But these things are literally a weapon. It's wide, it's low. Not necessarily the fastest car, but it just carries its speed in the corners and it just kills lap records like nothing else. So there's a massive competition between Kaz and I. So how competitive does Kaz get for sector times and lap records? Damaging level competitive. Yeah, it's also hit airborne on the walls, I think, as well. Anyway, shh, just between you and me. If this car holds the record, well, this car holds the record. So I think we need to just quickly show you the origins of 3 rooms and how this has got such a massive part playing into it. So I think we need to go and run some laps around the Christmas tree. So this is our first and only Carrera Digital 132 scale slot car set. As you can see, we've still got 2 original cars. That one, of course, is Kaz's. Oops, sorry, that one is Kaz's, and that's my car. This track here is what gave birth to what eventually would come Three Rooms Raceway, as you can see. So slightly got a bit larger than what it was originally. So every track layout we've ever had, the 16 and its sister car, the 10, always the first cars on the track, testing out the configuration, hence why they're called the mule. As Karen's shown you can reach the limits and then some. Full magnets, doesn't help when you're going over Wednesday Bridge. This car will go around this track, if I remember right, in the 7s or 8s. I'll have to check and I'll put it up here on the screen for you. And this car has got like thousands of laps on the clock. So there you go. Do you want to kill the lights, Kaz? Thank you. So the mule's done, like I said, thousands of laps. I'd hate to have a guess. With these Carrera digital cars, they all come with lights, so I haven't had to touch them or make any alterations. Just to the viewers, what slot car track or, what was the defining moment that got you into the hobby of slot cars? Let us know in the comments section. So I think this car's helped with the past history of Three Rooms Raceway, plus also Kaz and our journey into slot cars. Let it rip, Kaz. See you Tuesday.